Sam Reinhart's story begins in West Vancouver, where he grew up with his parents Paul and Teresa and brothers Max and Griffin. His dad played 11 seasons in the NHL before transitioning to a career in finance. Following in their father's footsteps, Sam and his brothers were obsessed with hockey, with his older brothers Max and Griffin both playing briefly in the NHL. His oldest brother Max, a third-round pick of the Calgary Flames, played 23 NHL games before closing out his hockey career with the Belleville Senators in 2018. Max and Sam played together for the WHL's Kootenay Ice from 2010 to 2012, during which they won a WHL championship. Meanwhile, Griffin was selected 4th overall by the New York Islanders in 2012 and played 37 NHL games before closing out his career with the Belfast Giants in 2022. Despite his short stint in the NHL, Griffin was a standout player in junior, winning WHL and Memorial Cup championships with the Edmonton Oil Kings. As for Sam, his early hockey journey began at the Hollyburn Country Club in West Vancouver, where he initially played as a defenseman before finding his true calling at center. His progression led him to the Northwest Giants of the BC Major Midget League, where he played with Alex Kerfoot, now of the Utah Hockey Club, and Kelly Fratkin, now of PWHL Boston. In one season with the Giants, Reinhart showcased his scoring prowess, recording 38 goals and 40 assists in 34 games. His strong play helped his team clinch the 2011 league championship and finish 4th in Canada's National Midget Tournament, where he was the top scorer and named the top forward, finishing the tournament with 7 goals and 13 assists in 7 games. His talent was further highlighted at the 2011 Canada Winter Games, where he played a pivotal role in leading the British Columbia U16 team to gold. The Kootenay Ice selected Sam 15th overall in the 2010 Bantam Draft, 3 rounds ahead of his oldest brother Max, who was drafted 86th overall in 2007, and 12 positions behind Griffin, who was taken 3rd overall in 2010. Sam made his WHL debut during the 2010-11 season, playing 4 games before returning to the Northwest Giants. In his first game, he scored the winning goal against the Oil Kings, in a game that featured all 3 Reinharts. Sam returned to Kootenay for the 2011 WHL playoffs, cracking the lineup in 7 of 19 games as the Ice won the WHL title. He also played 1 game in the 2011 Memorial Cup, where the Ice fell in the semi-finals to the St. Mike's Majors. In his first full WHL season, Sam had 62 points in 67 games, second in team scoring to his brother Max. His 28 goals tied him for the team lead, and were the highest among 16-year-old rookies, while his point total ranked 4th among all first-year players. He was named the WHL's top rookie, solidifying his reputation as one of junior hockey's most promising young talents. At the international level, Reinhart was selected to play for Canada Pacific at the 2012 World U17 Hockey Challenge, where he had 4 goals and 6 assists in 5 games, helping his team finish 5th out of 10 teams. Then in April, he represented Canada at the U18 World Championships, where he won a bronze medal and recorded 6 points in 7 games. And that August, he captained the U18 team at the 2012 Ivan Holinka tournament, leading Canada to its 5th consecutive gold medal with 3 goals and 5 assists in 5 games. In his second full season, Sam continued to impress, being selected to represent the WHL in the 2012 Subway Super Series, where he scored the shootout winner in a 1-0 win over Russia. In January, he scored his first WHL hat trick against the Prince Albert Raiders, further showcasing his elite scoring prowess. He concluded the season leading Kootenay with 35 goals, 50 assists, and 85 points, and was named to the WHL's Eastern Conference second All-Star team. And that spring, he once again captained Canada at the U18 World Championships, where he recorded 3 goals and 4 assists to help Canada win the gold, ending the United States record of 4 consecutive championships. Recognizing his leadership and talent, the Ice named Reinhart their captain for the 2013-14 season. Early on, Sam recorded at least 1 assist in 8 straight games, tying John Negrin's franchise record for assists in consecutive games. In the 2013 Subway Super Series, Sam represented the WHL again, this time serving as team captain. He contributed an assist in 2 games, helping the CHL defeat the Russians. Then over the holidays, Sam joined his brother Griffin as a member of Team Canada at the 2014 World Juniors. Sam registered 2 goals and 2 assists in 7 games, but Canada had a disappointing tournament, finishing 4th after losing the bronze medal game to Russia. At the 2014 CHL Top Prospects game, Reinhart served as captain for Team Cherry and recorded a goal and an assist. Adding a personal touch to the event, Reinhart's dad was one of the assistant coaches for Team Cherry. Sam wrapped up the 2013-14 season with 36 goals and 69 assists for 105 points in 60 games. He finished tied in points with Leon Draisaitl, and their outstanding seasons resulted in them being Central Scouting's top 2 WHL prospects. At the 2014 NHL Draft, the Sabres selected Reinhart second overall, one spot ahead of Draisaitl, who went third overall to the Oilers. Sam attended Sabres training camp and earned a spot on their opening night roster for the 2014-15 season. He made his NHL debut on October 9, 2014, against the Columbus Blue Jackets, becoming the 6th youngest player to suit up for the Sabres in franchise history. On October 25th, he recorded his first NHL point with an assist against the San Jose Sharks. It was his only point in 9 games, before he was sent back to the WHL at the end of October. Back with Kootenay, Sam found his scoring touch and set multiple franchise records. He also served as an alternate captain for Team Canada at the 2015 World Juniors, registering 5 goals and 6 assists in 7 games to help Canada win gold. Soon after returning from the World Juniors, he became the first player in franchise history to reach 300 points. Sam finished the regular season with 65 points in 47 games and 9 points in 7 playoff games. On April 9th, he was assigned to the Rochester Americans, where he was deployed primarily as a winger. During the 2015 offseason, the Sabres drafted center Jack Eichel first overall and acquired center Ryan O'Reilly from the Avs. These developments meant Reinhart was no longer viewed as the Sabres' #1 center of the future, and he was expected to start the 2015-16 season on the third line. But head coach Dan Bylsma expressed confidence that playing Reinhart and Eichel together on the same line could be effective. Sam ended up starting the season primarily on the third line, but after the team got off to a mediocre start, he started to see more minutes with Eichel. He scored his first NHL goal on October 17th against the Lightning and had 6 goals by December 1st. By that point, he'd been moved to a line with Ryan O'Reilly and Evander Kane. The trio quickly found chemistry, combining for 8 goals and 13 points over their first 4 games. In the first half of December, Reinhart recorded 4 goals and an assist over a 6-game span and earned praise from Bylsma for his improved skating and battle level. In January, Sam scored his first NHL hat trick in a 4-2 win over the Jets. Remarkably, he was the first Sabre to score a hattie since 2006, and the youngest since John Tucker in 1984. The win also ended a season-high 6-game losing streak for the Sabres, who had a record of 16, 22, and 4 at the time. After missing 3 games with a concussion in early February, Reinhart scored the Sabres' lone goal in his return against the Bruins. For the final 18 games of the season, Reinhart was reunited with Eichel, and with a goal and assist in a win over the Sens, he and Eichel became the first pair of Sabres rookies to have 20-goal seasons since 1975. Over those final 18 games, the duo combined for 12 goals and 29 points, and Reinhart finished the season with 23 goals and 42 points in 79 games, ranking 3rd in team scoring behind Eichel and O'Reilly. After the season, Sam flew over to Russia to play for Canada in the 2016 World Championships. He contributed 4 assists in 10 games, helping Team Canada bring home the gold. After returning from Russia, he dedicated himself to improving his skating and playmaking. Heading into the 2016-17 season, Sam started the year on the wing, alongside Ryan O'Reilly and Kyle Okposo. After 4 games in this setup, he shifted to his natural center position, but struggled in his new role, and during a 7-game pointless drought that he finally snapped with a 2-assist performance against the Flames on November 21st. Despite this breakthrough, he struggled to maintain consistent production, and was eventually moved back to the wing, this time on a line with O'Reilly and William Carrier. With O'Reilly out of the lineup in December, Reinhart temporarily reverted to the center position, and throughout the season, he continued to alternate between center and the wing, demonstrating his versatility. And by early January, he led the team with 15 primary assists, showcasing the hard work he did in the offseason. Sam finished the season with 17 goals and 30 assists for 47 points, once again ranking 3rd in team scoring, behind O'Reilly and Eichel. Entering 2017-18, Reinhart started at center, but after struggling, he was moved to the wing again, this time on a line with Jack Eichel and Evander Kane. In his first 17 games, Sam managed just 2 goals and 3 assists, while the team struggled to a 5-9-3 record. In an effort to get more out of his team, head coach Phil Housley shuffled the lines, but Reinhart and the Sabres continued to struggle. At the 34-game mark, Sam had just 11 points, prompting Housley to put him back on Eichel's wing. The reunion paid off, as Reinhart had 18 goals and 19 assists, for 37 points over the final 38 games of the season. This run included his second career hat trick in a 7-4 win over the Predators. Despite his slow start, his strong second half propelled him to career highs in goals with 25 and points with 50. Unfortunately, the Sabres missed the playoffs for the 7th straight season. With his entry-level contract expiring, the Sabres signed Reinhart to a 2-year, $7.3 million extension. The short-term deal reflected the Sabres' uncertainty about Reinhart's ability to be the elite center they thought they drafted, largely due to concerns about his shot and whether he had the strength required to play at an elite level. Early in his career, former coach Dan Bilesma described Sam's shot as a muffin, and his dad talked about his son's ongoing efforts to develop the strength needed to compete in the NHL. With these concerns in mind, Sam focused on building his strength and improving his shot during the summer before the 2018-19 season. Playing on a line with Eichel, Sam hit the ground running in 2018-19, recording 4 goals in his first 10 games. The Sabres also got off to a great start, going 17-7-2 through their first 26 games, a stretch that included an 11-game winning streak. Sam was outstanding in the month of November, recording 4 goals and 9 assists for 13 points in 14 games. He continued his strong play in December, and by the first week of February, he'd amassed 47 points, including a career-high 34 assists, in just 52 games. Unfortunately, both Reinhart and the Sabres struggled after the All-Star break, with Sam recording just 18 points in his final 32 games, and the Sabres losing 8 of their final 10 to finish 22 points out of a playoff spot. Despite his late-season struggles, Sam finished the season with career highs in assists and points, but fell 3 goals short of his career high of 25. After the season, he joined Team Canada for the 2019 World Championships, where he had 5 points in 10 games, helping Canada win a silver medal. Heading into 2019 to 2020, Reinhart spent the summer continuing to work on his strength. Through his first 4 seasons, his face-off percentage sat at 37.3%, well below what's expected of a top NHL center. Like the previous season, Reinhart and the Sabres got off to a good start, with the team going 8-1-1 through their first 10 games, and Sam recording 4 goals and 4 assists during that span. But the team struggled over their next 20 games, during which they went 5-10-5. Despite his team's struggles, Reinhart continued his strong play, recording 7 goals and 8 assists for 15 points in 20 games, spending most of that time on Eichel's wing. The team continued their struggles into March, when the season was suspended due to COVID. When the NHL returned with an expanded playoff format, the Sabres were one of just 7 teams that didn't qualify for the 2020 play-in round. Voicing his frustration, Jack Eichel famously told the media that he was fed up with losing. In spite of his team's struggles, Reinhart had a strong season, recording 22 goals and 50 points in 69 games. As a pending restricted free agent, back-to-back strong offensive seasons put Sam in a strong bargaining position. That June, the Sabres ex-GM Jason Botterill fired 22 employees from their hockey operations department and reduced their scouting staff from 21 to 7. With chaos in the front office, new general manager Kevin Adams wanted to avoid arbitration with Reinhart and signed him to a 1-year extension worth $5.2 million. Once again, Reinhart capitalized on signing a short-term deal, finishing the COVID-shortened 2020-21 season with 25 goals and 40 points in 54 games. Unfortunately, his team had a dismal season, defined by 18 straight losses, which tied an NHL record. Heading into the offseason, Reinhart was once again a restricted free agent. With the Sabres missing the playoffs for the 10th straight season, second-year GM Kevin Adams got to work putting his own stamp on the team. He had promising prospects like Owen Power and Tage Thompson joining the organization and started shipping out veterans. On July 24, 2021, the Sabres traded Reinhart to the Florida Panthers in exchange for Devon Levi and a 2022 first-round pick. Soon after, the Panthers signed him to a 3-year, $19.5 million contract. Sam flourished in Florida, starting the year with a 5-game point streak in October. In December, he had a 4-point game in a win over the Sabres, and on New Year's Eve, he scored his first hat trick as a Panther in a win over Columbus. He scored another hat trick in March in a win over the Flyers, and finished the season with a career-high 33 goals to go along with career highs in assists with 49 and points with 82. The Panthers also had outstanding team success, winning the President's Trophy with a record of 58-18-6. In the first round of the playoffs, Reinhart scored 2 goals and added an assist, helping the Panthers defeat the Capitals in 6 games. But in round 2, his entire team struggled offensively, with Reinhart scoring just 1 goal as the Panthers were swept by the Lightning. After starting 2022-23 with just 10 points in the first 20 games, Reinhart found his scoring touch in the second half of the season, finishing the year with 31 goals and 67 points in 82 games. His individual performance mirrored the team as they stumbled out of the gate, but snuck into the playoffs in the final wild-card spot, thanks to a late-season 6-game winning streak and losses by the Sabres and Penguins late in the season. In the playoffs, Reinhart played a key role in the Panthers' surprise run to the Stanley Cup Finals, averaging 22 minutes of ice time and scoring 8 goals and 13 points in 21 games, including 2 game-winning goals. Unfortunately, they came up just short, losing in 5 games to the Golden Knights. Along with his teammates, it was Sam's goal to return to the finals for another crack at the Cup, and his offseason program remained focused on improving his shot and building strength. Reinhart and his teammates hit the ground running in 2023-24, with Sam putting together an early 5-game point streak, which included 4 multi-point games. The Panthers cruised through the season, winning their division with a record of 52-24-6. In the playoffs, Reinhart played a pivotal role, scoring the first and last goal of their Stanley Cup run. His first goal came 6 minutes and 17 seconds into Game 1 of the Panthers' first-round series against the Lightning. And as everyone knows, he scored the Stanley Cup winner in Game 7 of the finals. Jumping back to round 1, Reinhart also scored in Games 3 and 4 as the Panthers eliminated their cross-state rivals in 5 games. He continued his strong play in round 2 against the Bruins, highlighted by a 4-assist night in the Panthers' Game 2 victory. Sam also scored in Games 3 and 5 to help the Panthers defeat the Bruins in 6. In round 3 against the Rangers, Reinhart averaged over 23 minutes of ice time, won 57.4% of his faceoffs, and contributed 2 goals and an assist as the Panthers eliminated the Rangers in 6 games. Which brings us to the finals against the Oilers, where Reinhart contributed 3 points in the first 3 games, as the Panthers jumped out to a commanding 3-0 lead. With the outcome looking like a foregone conclusion, the Oilers fought back, winning 3 straight games to tie the series, during which Sam was held scoreless and had a -6 rating. But in Game 7, Reinhart scored the most important goal in Panthers history, beating Stuart Skinner under the glove, with less than 5 minutes left in the second period. Sam logged 21 minutes and 42 seconds in Game 7, and played a key role in shutting down the Oilers' comeback attempt in the third period. And when the final buzzer sounded, he became a Stanley Cup champion. Reinhart's career best season saw him finish the regular season with 57 goals and 37 assists for 94 points, plus 10 goals and 6 assists in 26 playoff games. And the timing couldn't have been better, as Sam became an unrestricted free agent for the first time in his career. In hopes of winning another championship, he signed an 8-year deal, making $8.5 million per season, taking a bit of a discount to stay with the Panthers. By the way, he's also a great friend.
Just want to touch base about the parade tomorrow. I won't be able to make it. Pretty sad about it, but my best friend is getting married, and there's just no way I can miss it. So I have to be there for him.
Let me know your favorite Reinhart moment in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to support the channel.